Do you want to know how you can earn passive income easily with Bytelics here completely for free and if it's really worth it? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have recently asked me about this platform. So I decided to take a closer look, and in this Bytelics here review, I'll give you an inside look. I'll explain exactly how it works, both the pros and the cons, and then you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join, and Bytelics here is available in more or less all countries, but how much you can earn will depend on the country you live in. There are also other aspects that will affect your earnings. We'll go over that later when we talk about how to optimize your earnings and the full earning potential and all this. But you can see on the website they do have a map here, and I do like that they have this clearly here. They do say here also, you can see that where there's very high demand, medium, low, and very low. So you can see, for example, if you live in a country where it says like very low there, then you should expect that the earnings would not be so much. If it's low, you know, it would be less, of course, and all that. So you can see that there are mainly like some countries in Europe, there also in US, Canada, there, Australia, see here in Japan, there, South Africa, there's a couple of other countries here. Also you see South America, there's some countries where the demand is quite high, but that doesn't mean you can't earn in other countries. It just means that that's one of the things that will affect it. But as mentioned, we'll go over other things you can do to optimize earnings, but you can earn from basically all countries. So let's go over how you would then earn. So Bytelics here is one of these websites where you can earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. So you earn passively, you just need to install it. Then whenever you're online, it will just run in the background and you will earn. And you can see it's used for here their trusted partners, as they say, to gather publicly available data around the world without the complexity of development, because sometimes companies need data to see how it is from different parts of the world if they visit certain websites and things like this, and that means that they can do that because they're connected to a network all over the world. So that can be for market research, all kind of competitor research, whatever it can be. But of course also they do talk about the security, and when it comes to platform like this, that is very important. I cannot say whether this security, what they mean by this, like does it actually protect you and all that. So that's something you need to decide for yourself whether you feel comfortable about this. So look into the company and whether you then trust it or not, because that's always important with something like this. But for now, let me log in and then I'll show you a little bit more about which device you can use it on, how to get started, how you can get paid, and how to optimize your earnings if you decide to use it. So I have now logged in, and the way to get started is to go down here where you can download it, and then you can see the devices it is currently available for at the time of recording this video here. So you can use it for Windows through Google Play. You can go to Google Play Store and actually find it there. So I do like that they have that option, because this APK file where you install it manually on Android, I don't feel completely safe about that for platforms like this. So these are the options you can use it. So currently for Windows computers and Android devices. So you would just have to download it on your device and then just go through the setup process, and you have to actually also do this KYC there at some point likely. So be aware of that. That means know your customer, like verify your identity. So be aware that they will likely ask you about that also. But let's talk about how you can then get paid, how much you can overall earn, and how to optimize your earnings. So when it comes to getting paid, you can get paid in crypto, and it does have a good variation of opportunities here: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, Matic, and USDT. And you can see here you need to only earn $2 to withdraw, so a fairly low payout threshold. You can take it out to basically any crypto wallet you want. So I do like that, but of course it's only relevant if you like getting paid in crypto. But if you do, it's a low payout threshold. There's some good options you can choose from also. But if you prefer getting paid in cash, then there are other platforms that offer the similar ways to earn where you can also get paid in cash. I will leave a link below to an overall list of the best passive income apps like this that I have, so you can check that out. But let's talk about how to optimize your earnings, because you won't necessarily earn that much if you just install it and just leave it like that. So let's talk about that and then the overall earning potential. So what I do like here on the website is that they explain a lot of details there, because First of all, as I mentioned earlier, they're quite transparent about which countries you just overall have the best earning opportunities in, because they're just in some countries there's more demand for traffic, and that's why you can earn more overall. But there are also other things that will affect your earnings. And it also says that you should wait 1 to 2 months to kind of evaluate your exact earning potential, because it can take a bit of time to build up. But there are several factors. So for example here, the security, you can read about what that actually means there. Your location, of course, we already talked about that. Your speed, your connection speed, and they also monitor the quality of your network there. And then another important thing is here, the more IP addresses you connect, the bigger your income. So if you have multiple devices, you can install it on multiple devices, but if you just have the same connection, the same IP, then it won't really give you a lot more. So let's say you have 3, 4, 5 devices, you use it all on the same connection, then it won't really be that beneficial. But if you have 5 different IP addresses, it can also be you have your computer that is on one connection, you have your mobile connection that's another. But overall, of course, an earning opportunity like this only really makes sense if you have an unlimited internet plan, because if you pay every time that traffic is used, then it might not be so beneficial for you. It might be hard to even make a profit. But if you do have a connection where you can just use unlimited internet, then then it will be profit, you can say, by just leaving it running like that. But these are the main things that will affect your earnings, so keep that in mind. And when it then comes to the overall earning potential, let's talk about that also. So in the FAQ section, they say themselves that from one device, then it can range from $2 to $10 monthly as a passive income. And that's just to give you a sense of the earning opportunities, but also be aware that, again, there are many things that affect it. And one thing is the things we talked about, but another thing is also how often are you connected, because if you install it on your computer, you just let it run for 1 hour a day, then you should probably not even expect to reach the $2. So the earning potential will be fairly limited, but again, you don't actually have to do anything to earn, and that's the beauty of earning platforms like this. So to sum it all up, I do think that Bytelixir has some interesting aspects. I do like a lot of the transparency on the website, the low payout threshold, the payout options, these different things. Personally, when it comes to platforms like this, I want to test it over a longer period of time. They need to prove themselves more, because I do have other similar platforms that I really like and that I also use. So I'm not saying that Bytelixir is not worth it. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, it's one that I need to check for a longer period of time. I will keep an eye on it for sure. If you have any experiences with it, also please share below. It would be great to hear that. But for now, I will mainly focus on other passive income apps that offer the same options, that has already proven themselves to me. I'll leave a link to a list, as mentioned earlier, of the best passive income apps I have, so you can check that out. But it is one that I will keep an eye on and see how it develops. And then, if I change my mind, if I will start using it more, if I'll start earning more from it and things like that, then I will make an updated video about it. But for now, I just prefer personally other options instead. Also, if you just don't want to earn passively, but also do some small tasks to earn more actively, where you can also potentially earn more, because you will not earn a lot for using a passive option like this. And I also do have a list of the best free ways to earn Bitcoin overall, so I'll leave a link to that below. There are many different ways you can use there. And finally, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.